there, it's a new year and everybody's trying to become, better people. So I thought, why not react to people trying to become better, aka going on Reddit and reading Am I the Asshole stories. So obviously we have my iPad and we'll do it over here. I actually don't have anything picked out, so we're gonna have to look on Reddit. I don't go on Reddit. I don't actually know how it works. I just downloaded it once because actually, fun fact, the first video I ever filmed was an Am I the Asshole type video, and I filmed it about a year ago, and I filmed it on my bed, and I don't know what it was about it, but I was like, I can't do this, and I scrapped it. But it's really fun to just go back to it, kind of go back to my roots in a way. This is what we're gonna do. We'll do 2 Am I Overreacting and then 2 Am I the Asshole, because that's, why not? Because overreacting is like a new thing here now. Am I overreacting? My stepdaughters pranked me on my birthday and my husband is mad because I said I needed space. Let's see this one actually, because these ones are text messages. I'm just gonna, don't mind me. Okay, this is my first, okay, let's just do it. Okay, how do I make this bigger? Oh, perfect, here we go. Okay, here's the first text, is the original poster. They'll probably do the same thing next year. I apologize on behalf of the girls. I'm so sorry, hun, but I'm sure they meant well. And you kind of overreact, to be honest. Where are you now? They embarrassed the heck out of me in front of my family on my birthday. How am I overreacting? Come on, it's just a wig. They've just, wait, should have just laughed off and I dealt with them later. Please don't take it out on me. I promise I did not put them up to this. Okay, wait, hold on. My only issue with you is enabling them to continue to abuse me over and over again. Imagine my daughter pulling this shit on you, and how would you react? I'm confused. What did they do? Oh, wait, here we go. Here's the thing. My stepdaughters, 16 and 14, love doing pranks on me. My problem with their pranks is that they are hurtful and that they either mock or offend. For the past 4 years, I've been trying to suck it up and let it go, but it escalated. They got me a wig for my birthday, basically mocked me for my thinning hair, okay, which is a symptom of my medical condition that I've been suffering from. Their father would make them apologize and even them punish, but to no avail. I asked for space and he argued that I was punishing him for it. He went on about how he's the victim and how he's stuck in the middle between me and the girls. Now he's threatening to take the girls' phones away if I stay with my sister, and the girls further resent me for it. My question is, did I overreact? Should I just let go? Girl, you did not overreact. What the heck? This is crazy. You have a medical condition and your freaking kids are making fun of you for that? And they probably, I'm like, obviously, I don't know how it feels to have divorced parents or step parents or even be a stepmother. But I had a friend who had divorced parents, and they resented their stepmother. They didn't like them. Because obviously, you're going through issues when it comes to divorce. It's a very emotional thing, especially at a young age, 14 and 16. So they probably resent the stepmother, and it's taking out on her with pranks, which is not acceptable, because this is not what you do. You don't mock somebody for having a medical condition and having their hair thin. That already, having your hair thin is unimaginably probably so upsetting. I can't imagine that. So on top of that, you're having these kids make fun of you on your birthday and your husband wanting to take your side. Girl, let's finish reading these messages. Now that I know the context, I'm mad. I would most definitely not react the way you did. Should have had some respect for your folks, for Christ's sake. They're just kids, for crying out loud. They'll grow out of it. Just give it some time. I hate that. I hate when people are like, oh, they're just kids. They'll grow out of it. The only way they'll grow out of it is if you make them grow out of it. People don't just grow out of shit like that. You have to discipline them and make them see that their ways are wrong. It's the same thing with tantrums. Let's say your child is throwing crazy tantrums. If you keep on enabling them, they're going to keep on throwing the tantrums, just in a more subtle way. But if you shut that down, then they're going to grow out of it. It's just it's all about the parenting, seriously. Oh. I'm sorry, I don't have the mental capacity to put up with this nonsense. Don't blame me for wanting some space. Here we go again. Space from who? The girls or me? Girl, what? All of you. Blank. I believe we've already talked about how you shouldn't punish me for any stupid shit the girls do, and I never absolve them of consequences. I step up and punish them every single time, but you can't be punishing me by asking for space and basically ghost me when I've done nothing wrong. Girl, you're the parent. What do you mean you've done nothing wrong? Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. You can't blame me for what my children do. Yes, you can. Those are your children. Oh my god, I'm getting mad. I'm getting so mad. How exactly am I punishing you? You know exactly what I mean. I'm not even going to mention the other petty shit you continue to do after I make the girls apologize. Punishing the girls has done little to nothing to change the situation, and you know it. You'd be mad as hell if I don't punish them. So, okay, so he's not even punishing them because it's the right thing to do. He's punishing them because of her. And he's like, oh, well, you'd be mad if I didn't punish them, so I'm punishing them. First of all, I want to know what these punishments are, because I know, like, they mentioned something about taking their phones away. But did they sit down with the girls and talk about how that's wrong? Listen, I'm not really, like, into hitting children because I got hit as a child, but I feel like if it gets to a certain point, you know, you gotta introduce it. At least let them know, at least warn them. No, I don't want that. I just want you to speak to them, make them understand how damaging their behavior is, and I've made that perfectly clear. They'll never listen. Fine, I'll just send them over to their moms if that makes you feel better. After they apologize, of course. Okay. You're completely failing to see the point here, and this is the root of the problem. I'm sorry, I still want some space. I'm going to be staying with blank for a couple of days. Please understand that I'm not trying to punish you because of what happened. No, just, oh my god, I can't figure out this app. Like, I'm trying to like, you can't see obviously because I have a screenshot over here, but I'm trying to like, there's like text. Should I just turn around and show it? There's like text on the bottom, so like I can't really see it, but I'm trying to figure out how. It's like you have to like scroll, but I don't know. Just come home, figure it out. If you don't, I'll take their phones for as long as you're gone, but they'll resent you for it and things will get worse. The only reason why they're gonna resent her for it is because you're not talking to them. Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna take your phone away for as long as your stepmother is gone. I'm gonna take your phone away because you're your stepmother. You're not explaining to them, I'm taking your phone away because of what you did. You're blaming the stepmother. You're making the stepmother be the bad guy. And this is too much. Like, oh my god. Please don't do that. For the life of me, I can't understand what it is you want me to do right now. Probably leave her alone. Because she said that multiple times that she needs space. Are you serious? I can say I haven't let you work it out with the girls, but I know you won't. I know you won't. Because you'd rather take it out on me and ghost me for days. If blank ever do something stupid to me, my problem would be with her and not you. Or at least I let you handle her without acting like it's your fault and then ghost you and say I need space. Okay, I don't know who he's talking about, but I feel like it's just different with children. Like, these are your children. Children aren't born malicious. Children aren't born like rude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a learned behavior. So if these children are bullying this mother, and not even like, if it's like little pranks, like, oh, she's untied, I got you, that's childish. That's what a child would do, right? But you're literally you're making fun of the mom because of the sickness. You're lacking empathy. That's a learned behavior. And I'm not saying that it came from the father. I'm just saying that he is the father, so he should correct it. That's all I'm saying. And that's probably what this girl wants too. I don't know, I'm not her, but you know, that's probably what she wants. And he's acting like, oh, why are you ghosting me? I didn't do anything wrong. Those are your children. Oh my god. Last message. This feels like an endless cycle, and I'm so tired of having to be stuck in the middle of that. Okay. Obviously, the poster is not overreacting. I think their husband is overreacting because they're making themselves to be the victim. When a real adult would be like, okay, my children are acting crazy. Let me be a father, step up, and fix this behavior that's not right. Because it's not just about the fact that this is his wife and that they're like upsetting his wife. It's the fact that they're doing this upsetting thing. They're lacking empathy. I just said that. Like, they're literally lacking empathy. And I'd be concerned if I was a parent. I'd be like, okay, why are my children acting like this? Let me make sure I can help them become better people. You are not overreacting. I actually feel really bad for you. This is crazy. Yeah, but I really got riled up on that first story. This one is, am I overreacting for dumping my girlfriend after she joked about kicking me in the balls? I do want to see this. This is very interesting. I'm 30 male and I broke up with my girlfriend, 28 female, and now I'm getting told I'm being ridiculous. When I was in high school, I was bullied by a group of girls and it got physical. Their favorite thing was kicking me in the balls, not once, not as a prank. It happened over and over in the hallways and stairwells when teachers weren't around. I drop, get nauseous, feel dizzy, sometimes couldn't stand upright. Oh, that's not what I said, that's fine. There were days after where everything down there ached constantly, walking hurt, sitting hurt, and I was genuinely scared something would permanently messed up. My parents even took me to urgent care once because the pain didn't go away. It stuck with me. Oh my god, that's really terrible. Oh, this is sad. I thought this was gonna be funny. Ooh, I feel really bad actually. Because of that, I have very clear boundaries. Jokes or threats about that are not okay. I've even told my partner this, including my girlfriend. Last week we were joking on the couch. I teased her about leaving the dishes in the sink and she laughed and said, "Careful, I'll kick you in the balls." Then she laughed and said she was kidding. I immediately shut down and told her she knows that's not funny to me. Instead of apologizing, she rolled her eyes and said I need to relax and I can't still be traumatized by high school. She said every guy gets hit there and I should be over it now. This is like really like weird because this is genuine trauma. Like genuinely trauma. I don't know how else to say it. This is genuine trauma. And the fact that it just happened to happen in high school has nothing to do with it. Your man is traumatized and you're just kind of making fun of him about it. Okay. That hit me way harder than the joke. I felt like being told my pain never mattered. I told her I don't feel safe with someone who knows my history and still jokes about it and then dismisses me. She said I was being dramatic and using my past to control her humor. I broke up with her that night. Now she's telling people I dumped her over a harmless joke, and some friends agree and say I threw away a good relationship because I'm too sensitive. To me, it wasn't a joke. It was knowing my boundary, crossing it anyway, and then acting like I'm weak for reacting. Am I reacting? Obviously the answer is no. You're not overreacting. You have, first of all, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. If you set boundaries, they should not be crossed. So just them crossing the boundaries in general is enough to have you rethinking your relationship. And you know what? I've never been in a relationship before, but I think that if you see something that you don't like in your partner, don't ignore that shit. Break up with them, because then you're gonna end up in an unhappy marriage. I think that like it's easy to ignore certain things you don't like when you're in a relationship with someone else because the comfort that you probably feel by being in a relationship, but they can escalate. They can either go away or escalate. Most of the time they don't go away. Like sometimes you can, if you address it, that can be enough to fix the problem. But if you address it and it's not being fixed, then you should just separate yourself from that person, whether it's a break or it's a breakup. Wow, this is getting really sad. I feel like I'm feeling kind of down the dumps. Let me see if I can, I know I sound like only get two, but let me see if I can find a funny one. Okay, so I did find a funny one. This is, am I overreacting because my boyfriend sleeps like this? Let's read the text. Like a damn mummy, completely wrapped up. I'm constantly worried that he's going to suffocate or something. He spends all night like this, sometimes even wrapping more than one blanket around his face. He says it feels nice, not to mention how terrifying it is to randomly wake up in the middle of the night and look over to see. Am I overreacting? He says I'm being dramatic. I think he's okay. You know, he's a grown man. He knows when he can breathe or not. You know, if you get a little scared, don't worry, girl. I get scared so easily. I would probably jump a couple times seeing that. If you want to talk about it, you can talk about it from your perspective. I don't know. Let's see the comments, actually, because I'm not really sure. Someone says you're overreacting. He's hiding from monsters that sneak around at night. No, yeah, I second that. Well, not really, but you're overreacting because I literally sleep with a blanket over half my face. Like I just have like a little breathing hole because I was afraid of the dark for so long that I'm just used to sleeping like that now. So yeah, you're overreacting, girl. What the heck is wrong with you? Get out of here. Boo, boo. I'm just kidding, but you are overreacting. Okay, let's move on to AITA. AITA for not wanting to change my seat. We'll read this one because little personal story here. I am a firm believer in same seats. When you're in college, there's no such thing as same seats. Like in high school, like it really depends on the class and the school, but I guess just the class. But in high school, there's like you're just same seats. Like either it's you have like what is it called? Assigned seating, or for at least for my school, or like you just kind of pick a seat and you kind of sit there. And sometimes you change up a little bit throughout the year when you kind of become friends with new people and kind of like switch around a little bit. But I am a firm believer in same seats rule. If I feel like after like the first like week or so, like or like maybe like 2 weeks, once you get your seat, like once I get my seat, then that's what I want. And if I don't have any friends in the class, I want to go see, like in my math class, I was battling out with this one kid because there's like seats where like there's chairs and there's tables, and then there's these small desks in the back for people who are late. And I got myself a good seat. I get there early, and I thought I established the fact that was my seat, but no, I was wrong. Let's read this one because I feel like I might have a little something in common with this person. AITA for, I hope this catches on. I think it's gonna catch on. This is such a stupid problem, but I don't even know. Really know. Girl, What is this? This is like when people say like, oh, I don't give a gaff. But I don't even really know what to do about it. And I thought maybe some of y'all would be able to help me out to decide if I was in the wrong and how to try get, okay, what? How to try to get my way, but also keep things good between him and me. Ooh, him and me, okay, let's see. I'm in 11th grade in high school, and we just started our second semester. Our head teacher decided to do some changes to how people sat in class. Okay, I don't know why I can't read this story. We are 28 and we sit in groups of 3 halves, or so like 3 half tables together. In my class, we are 22 girls and 6 boys. And the teacher said that we needed to stay quieter, and he thought that the boys needed to be fully split up and that they couldn't sit together anymore since they were always sitting together. Now I think this is very unfair to them since they're not the only ones who talk, but I guess that from the teacher's point of view, it's easier to split up 6 people than 22. Anyway, the boys had to choose a girl who they had to sit with. Here is where the problem comes. That sounds like a nightmare. Actually, not for me, because I'd be like, okay, no one's gonna want to choose to sit with me. I'm gonna be fine. Like, I have that mentality where I'm just like, oh yeah, like I'm chill. No one perceives me. That's how I feel. I either get really embarrassed for like yawning, or like I used to get so embarrassed for shivering in class. But like it's like half time I'm embarrassed and the other half I'm like, okay, well no one perceives me, so I'm good. And I still believe that to this day. I don't think anybody perceives me when I'm like walking through the streets or I'm sitting in class. I only really get along with one boy in our class, and he only gets along with me, so he asked if he can sit with me. But I sit with my 2 best friends. And honestly, while he's my friend and all, I prefer to sit with my besties. So I said no. He got really pushy because he said that he really didn't get along with any of the other girls and he didn't want to ask a random one to sit with him. But I told him that it wasn't that big of a deal. He got angry and eventually had to sit with the quiet girl, since I guess he couldn't find any other girl who'd want to sit with him. She's not bad or anything, but she clearly has personality problems and is extremely shy. As expected, he isn't too pleased to sit with her, and he's been distant with me ever since. I asked him on Monday what was wrong, and he said that he went from sitting with his homies and having a somewhat good time while being in class to now having to sit with a girl who won't talk to him at all, of that just because I didn't want to change my seat. I get his point, but the thing is, it's just a class thing. Don't get me wrong, 7 hours a day sitting with someone, 7 hours a day? I'm confused because my school is like periods, like period. Okay. You're in one class and like for like 40 minutes and then you switch to another class. But elementary school for me was like you're in one class the whole day and then like that's it. But I guess what this is like elementary work for me, where it's like you're in one class for the whole day. Sitting with someone who basically won't talk or anything sucks, but at the same time, I don't really feel like I did anything wrong for wanting to sit with my best friends. I don't want him to still be angry at me over it, but at the same time, I don't really think he should be angry about it since he's been very cold to me last week and this one too. I just want to say that this is so refreshing to read because this is such like a high school issue. Like this is so high school and I love that. Like it's so like cute, like it's so child. Like I feel like I didn't graduate from high school like a couple months ago, but this is like, I don't know, this is so high school. So basically I think that you're not the AITA. Wait, you're not the asshole because you're just you're literally 16 years old. You want to hang out with your besties, like that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And like, okay, yeah, he's gonna be in the class for like 7 hours, but like for me, if I was in his position, I would just try to make friends with that girl. Or I don't know how the classroom is, but if I'm thinking about elementary school, we had like tables, like desks put together, and then there'd be tables near us. So maybe like try to talk to somebody on the table next to you too. Like I feel like you're not completely isolated to the point that the only person you can talk to is that girl. And if I'm remembering correctly, they said it's like 3 halves, right? Oh, groups of 3 so that's 2. Okay, that's what they meant. So he's in a group of 2 instead of a group of 3. I think that, okay, so wait, let me see. There's 28. Okay, so he is stuck with that girl. But just try to make friends with her, you know. If anything, I think they might change the next semester or something. Maybe talk to the teacher. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't have to be cold to her. I'm like, I get it. They're children. That's the way he's going to react to it. But I don't think she's an asshole. She just wants to live her life and hang out with her besties. Like, I would do the same thing. I'm like, oh, no, thank you, sir. Like, I want to hang out with my girls. Let's do one more and then we'll end it. AITA, friend says I'm stealing from the homeless. That's interesting. I posted a haul from the food pantry because I was genuinely excited to finally have food. I had an interview with them and was accepted for one meal a day and one grocery pickup a week. A friend of mine is upset and says I'm stealing from the homeless. We don't even talk often. For context, my boyfriend and I make about $1,900 a month combined. Our rent alone is $1,400. That's not including car insurance, gas, utilities, or anything else. By the end of the month, we're left with pennies just trying to survive. I'm 23, and somehow my friends think I'm doing something wrong because I don't ask my parents or my wealthy grandparents for food. I have asked before, but I'm not comfortable having to ask every single week just to eat. I don't understand how being relieved and excited about finally having access to food while I'm struggling financially makes me a bad person. I'm actually trying to find a second job, and my boyfriend is too. I am trying to figure it out on my own. Food is a basic necessity. We shouldn't have to panic about eating. So how am I wrong here? Am I stealing from the homeless, or am I just someone who needs help right now? Conflicted. I think you're not the asshole, obviously, because first of all, you don't even have to tell me all that background about how much you make and how much your rent is, because in this economy with inflation, like, I get it. Like, groceries are so expensive. Like, you can buy some groceries and they can be up to like $200 on average. And that's insane. That's not how you should live, you know? And I get it. Listen, I hate asking people for stuff. I will rather suffer than ask for other people for help. And my parents, like, yes, I do ask for help because they're my parents, but right now I'm 18, so I don't mind asking my parents for help on like certain things. But I'm sure once I get older and I start feeling like stable more, I wouldn't want to ask my parents for help. But that's like, just, I guess this is my personality. But I think that, like, it makes sense. Like, you're an adult, like, you want to feel like you can support yourself, even if you're getting help from outside sources. Just the fact that you're figuring it out on your own just can make you feel a certain sense of accomplishment, I feel like. And I think you're not the asshole. I think that you're just doing what you need to do, and that your friends need to mind their own business. And AITA for calling out a line cutter at Costco. I was at Costco and had just finished checking out when I realized I'd picked up the wrong item. I headed over to the supervisor's desk and waited behind a gentleman who was already there. A couple minutes later, a woman nudged in front of my cart, asking me in unapologetic way, "I'll be quick, I just have a question," she said. I didn't hold back. "I don't give a shit. Wait in line," I told her. She looked at me like I was an alien and told me I was incredibly rude. I followed up with, "Fine, pretty fucking please then." I also have a question. What makes your more important than mine? When I went home and told my wife, she said I overreacted, and in retrospect, I shouldn't have cursed, but I don't regret calling her out. I think that if this was me, I would have been like, "Oh, okay, sorry for even being in this line." And then I would have gone home. No, I would have been like driving back home and be like, "That bitch, she shouldn't have cut in front of me." I don't know why I read this one. I'm really bad at confrontation. But I think that maybe you should have been like, "Oh, get behind me." Like, you shouldn't have cursed her out. She shouldn't have first of all, she shouldn't have cut in front of you. Like, some people have a lot of audacity. I think that one thing that we should leave in 2025 is audacity, because there's a lot of it. I'm just seeing it everywhere and I'm sick of it. She shouldn't have cut in front of you. She should have waited behind you, and you should have just been like, "Excuse me, I was here first." And then she's like, "Oh, like, sorry, she's short." And I'm like, "Okay, well, sorry, but you should have I got here first." Like, I don't know. Okay, I hope I was a good enough judge for this. I don't know. I think that, I don't know. I was a little confident in the beginning. Maybe I was a little too confident about this, but I think I gave some good opinions. Sorry if this video wasn't super duper funny. I think that there was some times where it was a little serious, because a lot of people have audacity, like I said before. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed making it. If you guys really like it, maybe I'll do another part 2 or something. Maybe I'll read other Reddit things that people do, like creepy, like, what is it, when they slide into the DMs and it's like weird creepy PMs or something like that. Maybe I'll do that. If you enjoyed this video, please show it any way you like, and if this video gets 1 view, then I'll post again. Bye.